Important update for students. UK को cost of living inside र outside London मा भने थोरै changes आएको छ। पहिला inside London 1483 pound per month थियो भने अहिले त्यो बढेर 1529 pound भएको छ, which means 46 pound per monthly increase भएको छ। पहिला outside London monthly 1136 pound थियो भने अहिले 1171 pound भएको छ, which means 35 pound per monthly increase भएको छ। यो चेन्जेसले भने स्टुडेन्ट भिजामा केही असर त पर्दैन, तर लेट मी रिमाइन्ड यु, इफ यु आर प्लानिङ टु स्टडी इन युके फर जनवरी इन्टेक, देन दिस इज द लास्ट कल। आजै नै स्टेप टु सक्सेस एजुकेसन कन्सल्टेन्सी भिजिट गर्नुहोस् र आजैदेखि तपाईँको एप्लिकेसन प्रोसेस स्टार्ट गर्नुहोस्।
Welcome back to the channel. Today's compilation dives into real voices from across the UK and beyond, students, families, workers, and everyday people sharing what life is really like during the rising cost of living crisis. From groceries and rent to wages and student expenses, these are honest reactions, frustrations, and stories that reflect what so many are feeling right now. This video is for awareness, discussion, and understanding, so let's hear what people have to say.
Tu cum crezi? Câți bani ar trebui pentru o viață confortabilă în Anglia? Câți bani? Dar să spunem să ai o viață confortabilă, mă refer, nu a strânge bani, dar trăi așa, din plin în Anglia. Cât ar trebui să fie un salariu?
Bun, așa că trăiești ok, da?
Da.
Eu cred că în mediu, da? 5.000 de lire pe lună.
Pentru ce trebuie 5.000 de lire?
Trebuie să plătești casă, asigurări la mașină, asigurări de viață, mâncare ca să-ți cumperi și tot ok, adică nu să te uiți la prețuri cam.
Am înțeles. Dar în Anglia, într-o familie cu doi maturi și un copil, 5.000 de lire, să socoate un salariu bun sau nu?
Da.
Nu?
E un salariu mediu.
Un salariu mediu.
Da, e un salariu mediu.
Ce înseamnă salariu bun în Germania? În Anglia?
În Anglia? Eu cred că de la 10 în sus. Salariu bun.
Așa că 10 în sus.
Has anybody else been noticing this, right? So you're going into your local shop to get the things that you're repurchasing each time, because that's the reason why you go into the local shop. And it's creeping up at least 5p a week. Like when I started buying Evian, it was 1.50, then it was 1.55, then it was 160, then it was 165. Now it's 1.80 for a 1.5 litre Evian. Like water. Like, and this isn't only water that I've noticed this with. What is this cost of living crisis?
Well, Ma, that's just what you get for being healthy.
That's what I get for trying to be healthy. So last night I went down to the shop to get a few bits, £35, not even a bit of meat, nothing. Went down today again, another £35. I got £70 for 2 days, and that's, like, I know it's my fault because I don't go to the big supermarkets, I just can't do it. But like, does anybody else notice that their things that they're buying is going up? It's definitely 5p a week. £5 for kitchen roll, and it was like $5.95 for Sunny Jim. Fire leaders, like.
Ma, you may go upstairs and get that mattress lifted.
Who am I with?
Alan,
Alan. Where are you from? Are you from Portsmouth, born and bred?
I'm from Portsmouth.
Okay, I've got a question for you. What do you think about the current cost of living crisis?
And obviously things are going up very expensively, and unfortunately I can withstand it, but some people are struggling.
It's a blessing, isn't it, for the older generation, but it's affecting the younger generation nowadays.
Well, we saved in our youth, so we save for our older generation, and we've got a pension now, so we can live on a pension as a younger.
100%. Thank you, Alan.
The cost of living crisis hit hard last night. So we went out to the local surfy for dinner, and my son ordered a meal for his little boy, Taj. He told me, Mum, that cost, guess how much it cost? Guess how much it cost? So I didn't believe him when he told me. So a kid's meal, which gets you a meal plus a drink and a ice cream dessert. Guess how much? $17.90 for a kid's meal for a kid this size, and he didn't even eat it. Didn't kids' meals used to be around $6? Happy Meals when I had kids were $3.95, and now we're looking at paying $17.90 for a kid's meal at the surfy. And actually, Cody just told me that it didn't even include the drink and dessert. Really? Like, really? Surf clubs, pubs, everyone, stop being so expensive.
I have found somewhere that is really cheap, and it is one of the local breweries. So check your brewery prices.
Really? How much?
$5 for like a cheeseburger that's actually got, yeah, a
That's
cheeseburger
what
that's
should
proper meat, not fake meat.
$5. Oh, now that is what it should be. $5. What's the name of the place?
James Squire Brewery.
That's a little plug for James Squire Brewery. $5 for a kid's meal. Thank goodness.
So, Keir Savile has a breakthrough, guys. He's found a way to fix the NHS. He is going to have weight loss injections given to all the people that are obese to take stress off the NHS. I think, hold fire, Keir. You don't need to be wasting money on injections. If you put anything else up in price, we'll all be walking around like fucking Ethiopians anyway. We won't need to lose any weight. If you want to work out a way to take some stress off the NHS, why don't you send all the asylum seekers back home, send all the illegal immigrants back home, all the people that are taking up the NHS's time when they shouldn't even fucking be here, and stop giving medical drugs to smackheads when the stuff that they're taking is fucking illegal. They shouldn't be allowed a substitute for the drug. They should be made to get off it. Maybe you should sort that out first. That would take a big load of stress off the NHS, you big stupid bastard. Yeah, let's stop all the people getting fat. The only people that are fat these days is either builders on good money or people that are on the dole. They're the only people that can afford their fucking shopping, you dozy bastard.
11 नोभेम्बरदेखि युकेको लिभिङ कस्ट अफिसियली बढेको छ। त्यही भएर बायोमेट्रिक गर्ने भिजा एप्लाई गर्ने स्टुडेन्टहरूले अब फन्ड्स देखाउँदाखेरि कस्ट अफ लिभिङ बढेको आधारमा देखाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ। युके को फाइनेन्शियल डकुमेन्ट प्रिपेयर गर्दा फन्ड कति देखाउने त? 1 वर्षको ट्युसन फी, 9 मन्थको लिभिङ एक्सपेन्सेस कभर हुने गरी फन्ड देखाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ। कस्ट अफ लिभिङ अफिसियली बढेकोले हामीले पनि फन्ड बढाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ। इनसाइड लन्डन लिभिङ एक्सपेन्सेस 13,347 पाउन्ड थियो भने अहिले बढेर 13,761 पाउन्ड भएको छ। आउटसाइड लन्डन लिभिङ एक्सपेन्सेस 10,224 पाउन्ड थियो भने अहिले बढेर 10,539 पाउन्ड्स भएको छ। यो त्यस्तो खासै इन्क्रिमेन्ट त हैन, तर यो इन्क्रिमेन्टलाई एड्रेस गरेर हामीले फन्ड देखाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ, नत्र भिजा क्यान्सल हुन सक्छ। अलरेडी फाइनेन्शियल डकुमेन्टेसन प्रिपेयर गरिसक्नु भएको छ भने केही नसोची त्यसमा 1 लाख बैंक स्टेटमेन्ट अथवा बैंक लोन थप्नु होला। For more information, you can contact us through TikTok, Insta or Facebook, or you can also visit our office at Dara 9 Putali line in front of Citizen Bank.
So I've just made a video about that woman having 50 quid left for the rest of the month on the 6th of November. I knew it would strike a chord. Now, check some of the responses that I've had already within 30 minutes. This is the real state of the UK. Never mind us fighting over left wing or right wing or slagging Keir Starmer off. Well, we're going to keep doing that. But this is the reality. This is why the country is at breaking point. Check this out. So this was a photo response on my last video. You can go and check it out. My daughter, after paying her bills, who has 2 kids, this was on Monday. She's got £88 left. £88 left on Monday. It is now Friday. So I'm guessing that's gone down considerably. So whilst we're all out here fighting and waving the flags for the Free Palestine March and arguing whether people should be putting up St George's crosses and arguing whether Jeff Bezos should be paying more tax, the reality of the UK, and I'm sure this is a lot of Western countries as well, that people are surviving on less than 100 quid in November with Christmas coming up. These are the stories that need to be going viral. These are the videos that need to be getting 2 to 3 to 4 million views. These are the videos that GB News needs to be seeing and tagged in. This is the news that needs to be on Sky News and the BBC. Because how is a mother with a couple of kids supposed to last on 88 quid? The country is absolutely broken.
Look, I get it. You're doing what you're supposed to do, working your butt off, getting nowhere, and your neighbor is seemingly achieving everything that you feel like you deserve for seemingly no effort. Of course, that hits as outrageous and unfair and triggers our resentment. I'm not gonna tell you it's fair, because maybe it isn't. But here's what I do know. It's not your neighbor's fault that the cost of raising a child overall has tripled since 2017 when the 2-child limit was put in place. It's not your neighbor's fault that in the past 5 years, rents have gone up like 40%. It's not her fault that childcare has gone up like 30%. It's not her fault that the cost of living is out of control. And it's not her fault that in the face of all these expenses climbing, wages haven't. Look, even if she closes her UC claim and gets a job, which she may well have to do soon, that's not going to change things for you. Her choices don't impact you. The choices that impact you are the choices of the government, and the vacations you should be more worried about are the vacations of billionaires and people who are evading and avoiding corporate tax. Those are the real scammers. That's my theory. But even if you don't agree with my theory, instead of focusing your rage against the person who's living next to you and is your neighbor, maybe it could be more productive to actually pay more attention to the choices the government is making and look more closely at what exactly is causing your economic problems. I've had neighbors from hell, and equally I've probably been a neighbor from hell, or maybe I am a neighbor from hell, so I totally get it. But regardless of how much what they do pisses us off, they are not responsible for our financial problems. When it comes to the government, we have every right to judge and be critical because our taxes are paying their salaries. But when it comes to our neighbors, I think the best approach is to start with empathy. None of us is born with all the answers, and we're all just literally trying to survive and do the best for our families. And that's going to look like something different to different people. It's all depending on your perspective. And you know what? I've broken down in tears on the phone to Universal Credit and Citizens Advice. And the thing about the government is they have to follow the policy no matter what, regardless of how you're doing or how you're feeling. But the good thing about neighbors is that they do have the capacity and the space and the potential to be kind. And they might actually be able to help you someday in some way that you haven't imagined yet. Our neighbors getting more state support than us could be fair or it could be unfair. But one thing that is definitely unfair is children bearing the burden of all of this. If you agree that all of our futures are interconnected and child poverty is everyone's problem, check the comments. I have a petition for you to sign.
So, the next time frustration boils over, let's pause and ask ourselves, who are the real architects of our economic struggles? Is it truly the neighbor trying to survive just like us? Or are our sights better aimed at the policies and powers that truly shape our financial realities? Empathy for our neighbors, and critical accountability for our government. Perhaps that's the path to a future where every child can thrive.